Hello, hey everybody. I hadn't done a live in a while, and by the time I got everything out here to do this, I'm not going to have as much time as I had hoped. But here I am. I do have to run to go to an appointment here soon, but I was spinning something cool, and as you see, I was not particularly camera ready this morning, but you know who is. But what I wanted to show you was I'm spinning this really cool braid, and I have made some fun little pictures. You can see it's all taken apart at this point. This was a really cool braid. It's by my friend Ashley Martineau, and we have worked together on some projects, and I was really excited about this one. So I don't know. I don't have any of it. Basically, this is 3 different types of fiber. You can see them here. And when they came, and you can get these on her website, but they were all braided together, so it looked sort of like that. And I had done in July, and I have to admit, I think they were a little bit of a, some people really liked them and some people really didn't. I thought they were really cool. Ashley and I made, well, it was her stash, so she dyed it and I compiled it. I was calling them Fiberworks. They were similar to this. And it was where it was different types of fiber, and I had different color sections, and then I kind of deconstructed and then reconstructed them into braids. This one you can see is just all one big long section, but the fibers, these were a primitive wool base, so you can see this is the natural, it was a Shear 'em to Save Them initiative, and like I said, this wool was from Ashley. So this is a U.S. wool breed. I'm not sure the exact breed. It's probably a mix. But you can see it's a very nice light gray with some dark gray fibers in it. So it's a very pretty blend. And so then this is probably the same fiber, that's according to the band that was on this from her site. But you can see that it's been dyed. So we have these kind of purpley, gray, hazy undertones of, like I said, the same natural wool. So you can see it dyed and undyed, even though this one does look like it may have naturally started darker gray before it was dyed. This has got a little bit of kind of a bluey green and purple. So I don't know, it's very moody. I like it a whole bunch. And then the third fiber is this really pretty natural mohair that looks like it's also been dyed in the same color pot, but you can just see how the colors took differently on the different fibers. Sorry, I'm getting fiber all over me, all over me at this point. But let me move the camera real quick, and I'll show you what I'm spinning really quickly, and if anybody has any questions, I will try to see the camera and what I'm doing at the same time. If I miss your question, I will come back and read it and try to answer it. That's actually on my list. I have realized that apparently I get notifications on YouTube saying somebody commented something on one of my videos, and I don't think I necessarily always get them, or they come in like a weird email that I don't really see. That I don't know. Apparently I have a lot of people have asked questions or posted comments on videos from, I'm embarrassed to admit, like 5 years ago. And so I've tried to answer some of them. I'm definitely going back and I'm trying to like add links, or you know, if somebody else, you know, 4 years later has the same question. But I'm trying to be better. I'm thinking I need to change like the settings on my YouTube channel, and I definitely obviously have a lot more people actually watching them than used to be, so I'm trying to make a greater effort. But while we are live, if you have questions, please comment, and I will try to read them in a prompt manner and respond if I don't see them on here. But here you can see once again the mohair, but I wanted to show you what I'm doing. So hold on a second, bear with me. Okay, have to not drop the camera. Ha, all right. So what I have been doing, and you can see this is my Echo, my Spinolution Echo here. You can see the different colors coming in here. And what I've been really trying to do with this spinning, let me make sure the camera's still on here, is I've been taking smaller amounts, and I'm doing my usual kind of semi-style spinning, which is my default. But you can take, I just wanted to, I guess, do like a PSA style video here. Let me once again move the camera. There you go. when you're spinning, and I'm just going to spin and talk, you can spin from braids, you can spin from bats, you can spin from, you know, a big bag of raw fiber. You can spin all sorts of different types of fiber. And we obviously sell bats and make bats, and I love bats, so this is nothing against bats. But you can also blend what you're doing without necessarily, like if you don't have a drum carder or you're lazy and don't want to use a drum carder, you can blend, as you're seeing what I'm doing, different types of fiber together as you're spinning. And I've always kind of called this marbled spinning, just because the final outcome here ends up being kind of marbled together. That's what I've called it in, you know, many of my videos and my courses. And I really enjoy doing it that way because it lets you, like I said, I always start out, I mean, I've got like this big pile sitting over here next to me. And I know a lot of spinners, things are all very well planned out. And I do plan out things. I, from time to time, will get into doing a fractal or something of that nature. But I also really love what I think people would just call kind of like freeform spinning. And that's where you are really just kind of making it up as you go. And it's almost kind of like painting, I feel like. And it's kind of the same way I feel if I'm making bats. Like when I'm blending bats, I'm putting in the fiber into the drum carder. And you really just get an eye for looking at like, okay, I want, you know, I've got this light gray. Now I want some of the dark, you know, maybe more purple going in there with it. You can switch colors out, or you can hold them right next to each other. You can see like that. And let fibers from both fiber supply catch into the same twist, which is what I'm doing here. And you can kind of work it, rotate it back and forth like that. Almost kind of like pivoting with your hand to do kind of different colors. And you can also add in different textures, like this mohair, which is very shiny. I can put next to this natural fiber and pull it in this way. And you get not only the different color, but the different shine and different texture that way. Now let me move the camera here again. You can see what I'm doing. See? So you can see on here. Oh, it's fussing at me that I didn't hold the camera right. Here, we'll hold it this way. You can see the different colors and textures all coming in, and the kind of like where it's both, where it's darker, where it's gray. And when I take this off, that's going to be a really cool yarn. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm looking at the time here. I really do have to run, so I'm sorry this was a shorter live video. But I was just having really fun with the freeform spinning, and I wanted to share it with everybody. I don't know, if you're actually watching this video, I've had this YouTube channel for years now, clearly, with all my missed comments. So if there is a topic, I feel like I've covered so many topics. If there's some sort of a topic and you've just found me that you would like to know more about, please comment, and I will either make the video or find the video and tag you for it. Because, yeah, I don't want to feel like I'm being redundant, but also I know that there's a lot of people looking up spinning on YouTube now that maybe weren't 5 years ago, so let me know. And I hope you're well, but I gotta go.